So finally we got there, the last part of 5, and this is the final one. So what I'm doing now is continuing from the previous video where surface was prepared. I've gone ahead and taped the inner bit because I've painted the barrel already. So I'm applying a sealer, and the sealer, the job of it is to get the surface very well prepared and avoid any the paint going directly on any bare metal or contaminated surface. It's basically a primer, but a primer that you can paint directly without sanding on. So yeah, it's one of those ones where I decided to go with a sealer before painting. When the surface is prepared properly, you don't necessarily need to do it, but because this is old and it's still, even though I've prepared it, I think it still had some scratches. This is an extra insurance to make sure that I have everything covered, because I want to use this for a very, very long time, and I'm gonna try not to scratch it. So yeah, going with the main paint, went for black, normal black, and yeah, as you can see, I'm just trying to, have a good coverage, and I decided to, take my time. Well, if you're doing this, you should take your time really, because you've taken a lot of time to prepare the surface for this stage. This is like the cherry on the cake, really. So taking my time, making sure I have very good coverage. Don't have to have complete coverage, but I tried to have as much coverage as I can in the first coat, so that the subsequent coats will even be better, and I will make sure that everything is covered rather than miss a spot and then come back to bite you when you've finished. So yeah, I decided to go with a two-tone color. I had so many paints in my arsenal from previous small jobs that I've done, that I was really thinking of what color to go with. And in fact, at the end of the painting the black, I was in two minds whether to go with my plan or not, but yes, I did. So I re-taped the whole thing. I decided not to leave the inner bit as black. So where I've taped extra tape is going to be the black, and then I pour the silver on it, spray the silver on it. So there we go with the silver. And I must admit, I could have spent a little bit more time on the masking bit in order to get it as close to perfect as possible, because when I took up the paper, the tape, I realized that some of the silver has bled into the black, that some part of the blacks that I didn't want the silver to go. But in all, I was satisfied, totally satisfied with where I got. I was very happy with it. So there we go. So first one, just trying to cover all the bits, make sure that wherever I wanted to have silver, I've got silver there. Because again, it's got to be done. So yeah, silver done. Now I have to remove all the tapes and the fine line tapes as well. before I apply the clear coat, because clear coat needs to go on everything. So there we go. So removing the tape, making sure not to cause any mess. So this is a very, very careful. If you're clumsy, then I'm afraid you got to think twice before you attempt such a job. But if you can deal with it, then you should go ahead and deal with it. I've come so far that I do not want to mess it up. So it's one of those ones where you have to be extra careful in order not to undo all the hard work. Smashing the clear coat on it is pretty straightforward. Again, the first coat, I wasn't looking for complete coverage, but I wanted it to be enough. It's the binding coat, so yeah, if I am able to get it on it, then the next subsequent coat will be, So clear coat done. I smashed 2 clear coat on it, one medium, and the second one I went quite heavy. So this is fully loaded, and it's a very high solid clear coat as well. It's a liquid glass. So I removed the masking and I went over with another coat of clear. So it's got 3 clear coats. So if there is any problem at all, I can sand it and then polish it off. So came out very good. I was happy with it. I think it came out the way I envisaged it, the way I expected it to come out. So that's, all the works I've put in was worth it. There we go. Just to give you a recap, this is what we were dealing with. And as you can see, the inner and the outer both smashed, curved, and this is basically it. So went through the stages of removing those deep scratches, feeling the deeper scratches, and then priming it, sanding the primer, and then painting the base black. In fact, when I got to this stage, I was thinking, oh, the black looks beautiful, let me leave it. But I said, I'll have to follow the plan. I have the plan, so I have to follow it. So I went over it, and this is the final product. Very, very satisfied with it. And I hope you learned something. Consider subscribing to support our channel. My channel, I'm trying to bring more content, and if you intend to attempt something like this, or if you want something like this to be done for you, don't hesitate to contact Detailing Law 07394 079904. Thank you very much for sticking around and joining me to watch this video. I am watching it as I speak to you. Detailing Law, this is how we do it. Let's take care of you, and I'm going to be doing more videos to help you sort out your wheels or any other thing. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.